you my new quilt exhibition called Resplendent. Well, I really can't take all the credit. It's a 3-woman show. Myself, Aisha Lumumba, Elaine Parker, and Janice Hunter. We all got together and put together this wonderful show called Resplendent about butterflies. And the theme of the show is butterflies because we thought butterflies are about change. They go through this metamorphosis from one thing to another, and we wanted to explore that change. So today, please enjoy my exhibit and my friend's exhibit about metamorphosis. This quilt is called Resplendent. It's the namesake for our quilt show this year. Each year we choose a theme and create quilts around it. This year we chose the beautiful wonder of butterflies. So this quilt reflects that wonder. I started out with the idea that I would do a shimmering butterfly floating in the night air. So I searched until I found just the right fabrics and put it together. Please enjoy. This one I call Mr. Magic. This quilt I did in memory of Michael Jackson. It was just wonderful to be able to bring him into this show and show him with all the magic he creates. This quilt is called Metamorphosis. It's a play on a traditional crazy quilt. And it was just my idea to collect a lot of different fabrics and put them together in this one lovely quilt. When you start out with a lot of different colors, I wasn't sure how I was going to bring them all together. But towards the end, it started to come together. The quilt I saw in my mind actually materialized. This quilt is called Liftoff. I have a lot of fun putting this one together. I pull all these fabrics together from my stash. When you are buying fabrics and stuffing them in your stash, you never know what you might do with them. And one day I just decided I needed a little green, a little purple, and I went there and I had it. I was really happy not to have to go to the store to make this butterfly. It started with a round pattern, and each little part is a wedge, and you put them together into a circle. And then I didn't want it to be a round quilt, even though I have had some pleasures with round quilts. I decided to square it off. Much easier to hang. This quilt is called Simple Play. I spent countless hours remembering my childhood when my sister and I would be chasing all kinds of bugs and insects. And I wanted to put together a quilt that would honor that memory and showing how we would get dressed up in our Easter dresses with our baby doll socks. And as soon as we were let free, we would run, run, run. So this quilt is for that memory. One of the main details I want to point out is the hair. A lot of people have asked me how did I get it like that, and I spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to make it more realistic looking. And so I call this one of my crazy days when I just spent 5 or 6 hours on one braid, stitching each little strand down just so that I could get the right texture and the right look. This one is called 9-Patch Garden, and it took me a long time to do it. That's been the prevailing question about this quilt. How long did it take you to do it? I stopped counting hours long ago. But the reason I call it a 9-patch garden is because this wonderful little square is a 9-patch pattern. And I had saved and stacked up a bunch of 9 patches, and I didn't know what I was going to do with them. And then one day I saw an idea of garden rows, and so I started putting them together and making this 9-patch with each row a different color, and then highlighted it with butterflies. This quilt is called the Drift. The log cabin pattern is one of my favorites because you can twist it and turn it and do so many wonderful things with it. So this time I had a traditional log cabin barnstorming pattern, and a barn raising pattern. And I decided to just add butterflies to it. I thought it would just be such a wonderful, whimsical thing to do. And so this is a drift. This quilt is called Whimsy. I say into each life a little whimsy must fall. I wanted to experiment with a cut and slash technique, and I used black butterflies that I wanted to do decorative beads and embellishments on them to create different styles of butterflies. So that's how I came up with Whimsy, because I wanted to do a whimsical take on butterflies. This quilt is called Crossing Over, and I came up with that idea because it was this red fabric crossing over the other red fabric. And I wanted to create kind of a subtleness and layers of butterflies, so I used a butterfly fabric here and then added an applique butterfly. This applique butterfly is called the zebra swallowtail, and I had a lot of fun making it as well as making this quilt. This quilt is called Lady Butterfly, and I had the wonderful idea of what if you could sprout some wings and fly above all of the adversity in your life and just soar into a blissful peace. So I created this Lady Butterfly with that in mind. I had a really good time working on the faces as I continue on my exploration of faces. This is just one more step.